Good morning, Kavita ma'am. This is Shobha Uppe. Yesterday I requested for the change of mail ID. It got rectified, ma'am. So thank you. Before that only it got rectified.
Welcome, ma'am. Welcome.
Hello.
Good morning, sir. KD sir, good morning.
Good morning, ma'am. Can I start with the
Swati.
introduction? Yes?
Yes, Swati sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Hello and good morning to everyone. My name is Swati Sohoni. I am from Parul University, Vadodara. I am going to introduce you to our first speaker today, and it's a privilege. I welcome Dr. Prakash Chidambaram, sir. He is the director at the Indian Institute of Handloom Technology, Pulia, West Bengal. He has also worked as a teaching faculty in engineering colleges. He obtained his PhD in 2014 in Anna University, Chennai, and holds a BE and MTech degrees in textile technology from the Parvinder Bharatidasan College, Trichy, and Kumar Guru College of Technology, Coimbatore. He has around 18 years of experience in teaching and industry. In total, he published 100 plus technical papers in reputed SCI and Scopus journals and conferences. He is highly interested in academic research activities in areas concerning thermal comfort, moisture management of textile products, and effluent treatments. I welcome you, sir, and very eager to hear from you.
Thank you, madam.
Welcome, sir.
Kavita ma'am, shall I start ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Uh,
Yes,
you
sir.
can you can add me as a presenter now because I'm not able to activate the present. Please be me be as a presenter now.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Now I'm going to share my screen. My screen is sharing, ma'am. Are you able to see
Yes,
my? Oh,
visual.
okay. So my PowerPoint is open, ma'am.
Open, open.
Okay, okay. Now PowerPoint is moving.
Yes, sir, it is.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, now I'm going to start now. So first of all, good morning to everyone. First of all, my apology to all the attendees of this meeting. Actually, my webinar had been scheduled at 11:30 a.m., but due to my official commitments, I had to postpone it at 9:30. So sorry for the inconvenience to all. And particular thanks to Kavita Chaudhary madam to schedule my prepone my lecture in 9:30. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am. So today topic is, I think it's a hot topic of today. So your view on the guidance of Scopus and SCA journal publication. So actually yesterday, Dr. Sindhil Kumar slightly touched about the importance of publication. I think yesterday also, I also attended the particular meeting. Many people asking regarding the publication question. So I think this is the right session to clear your doubts. So this FDP, I will take 2-3 sessions. Today is the first session. Probably second session is tomorrow, and then Sunday is the main session for publication tips and tricks. So this is the session will touch lightly in the journal publication part. But particularly for coming Sunday, I will detail explain about the tips and tricks. This is the more important parameter. So people, those who attend the session, compulsory attend in the coming Sunday session, because the coming Sunday session is the more important parameter, because we have many. Normally, if we have to publication means we have many mistakes. So how can we overcome the particular mistake? So, but this session only just regarding about what is publication, where we have to do important work for the publication, everything. So I discussed this one. So if each slide, I will stop 10 to 13 seconds. You can, any doubt means you can immediately ask your questions. So immediately I have to clarify your questions, because I like interactive section, because one-way communication means not good for that. If a two-way communication means, if anything I will tell, if you have not understand means, immediately you can ask question. I have to clarify a doubt, and after I will move to next slide. So first of all, I like to thank the introducing person, because she told me that I have 100 publications, particularly for SCA journals. So far I have around 125 publication. Out of 125 publication, I have around near most 70 SCA journals. So people will see that 100 plus success, but I have 1,000 failures. So this is a session I like to share my failure experience. That's only, if you have to prepare your paper or submit your paper means, you can reduce the failures, because I have 1,000 failures, 1,000 knowledge regarding that journal publication. So before, actually I start my publication in the 2007. At that time I started in, I think everybody as a textile people, you know very well, the journal name is the Indian Textile Journal. It's a magazine. So I published my first paper in the particular journal. It's a textile magazine. It's a local magazine. It's a production from Mumbai area. So I think many people, they know about that, the textile, Indian Textile Journal. So they have every month they have the separate copy for publish the papers. So my first paper is a textile magazine. So before that, 100 plus publications is not an easy task. Without team effect, I'm not achieving the particular 100 plus publication. So this is the platform. I like to remember the particular person, and I like to thank the particular persons. So first of all, this is the people behind my success. Dr. C.V. Kaushik, he is the former principal of Sona College of Technology, Tamil Nadu. And then Dr. Gunashen is the head of the department of my previous college, Sona College of Technology. Dr. Sambat is my guru for my UG studies. Dr. Ramakrishnan is my guide. Dr. Kumar is my diploma guru. And then these are the main people to motivate me how to write a paper. So this is the platform. I thank all my gurus for particularly to excel in this particular journal publication field. And then bottom persons, they are my colleagues and then my co-authors for my publication. Dr. Saravanan, Associate Professor from Banasthali Institute of Technology. He is my first co-author. So when I entered into Sona College of Technology in the year 2006, I admire Dr. Ramesh Babu. He is the second person, Dr. Ramesh Babu. He is the head of the Department of Textile Technology, Kumaragoru College of Technology. He is very close friend. And then at that time, 2006, he has many publications. He had many publications in the normal journals. So 2006, I entered into Sona College. I admire him, and I probably one point is admire, another point is jealous, because at that time he has around 10 publications in the normal journals. So that is the one motivate to me. So why I will try for the publication. So that time Dr. Saravanan helped me. So we clubbed together to publish a paper in a particular the Indian Textile Journal. So he is my first co-author. So this is the platform. I thank Dr. Saravanan to start my career in the publication process. Next one, Dr. Sendil Kumar. I think previous first day session, he is very close friend of me. We clubbed together to publish many good papers in a ACA journals. And the Dr. Raja, head of the department, Sona College of Technology, Department of Fashion Technology. He also my co-author and also he is my colleague. And then Dr. Karthikeyan from head of the department, KSR College of Technology, Textile Department. Dr. Kubera Sambat Kumar, Vingan University, Assistant Professor. Dr. Jabasan Rajwin, Sona College from my PhD scholar. Dr. Sivamani from Woman Sala College of Technology, Woman Country. And then Dr. Balirajan, VIT University. Dr. Selva Kumar also VIT University. And then Dr. Ramesh Kumar from Sona College. So these are the colleagues from my Sona College. Dr. Chinnadurai, Mr. Mani, Mr. Vasant from VIT. Mr. Paramasivam, now he is in handloom sector, government, Tamil Nadu of government handloom sector. And then Mr. Motilal, Mrs. Dr. Vidya, Dr. Uday Kitega, Mrs. Saranya, Mrs. Manu, those are my PhD scholar, also my UG students. So these are the people, my colleagues and my friend, Dr. Taniyamal from Vanakulam Engineering College from Pondicherry, Dr. Pachepan, PhD Arts and Science, Mr. Tirumurugan, Banasthali Institute of Technology, Dr. Karnagaran, he is my MTech classmate and my PhD scholar, Mrs. Yurani, my student, and then Dr. Prabhu from Kumaragoru College, Muhammad Sakriya from KCG College of Technology from Chennai. So Dr. Espirilada from Sona, Kanimuli from Sona, Dr. Rajesh Kumar from Sona, and then Dr. Sabinian from EC department Sona, and then Amy Paramasivam, both of them EC department. We have a collaboration research in the image processing techniques to analyze the fabric faults. So that side we have published in a very good paper in ACA journal, and Dr. J. Balaji and Mr. R. Kobinath from Sona College. So these are the people are helped me to achieve 100 plus publication, because a single person is very difficult to 100 plus publication. So whatever that, I believe the teamwork, because everybody having some unique strength. So we have to utilize the particular person's strength for our day-to-day activity. So this publication, I utilize this particular person for my growth of my development. So these are the person. So this is the platform. I thank to all the members to help me to give a 100 plus publication in the journal world. So that's only many institutions, many colleges, they offered me to take a guest lecture on the particular topic. So because I am previously I told you that I have many failures, though that failures give me a very good knowledge about the publication process. So this is the before start that, what is the requirement of publication? So everything in the day-to-day world nowadays, all the university, all the engineering colleges, arts and science colleges, everybody needs a publication. Why the publication need for that? What is the requirement of publication? So first I will discuss the academic point of view. First one, as a background for author perspective, motivation to publish is dissemination. So what is my dissemination means? As many people we are doing our PhD. So why the PhD doing means, as per UGC rules and regulation 2021 onwards, if you have to join as a assistant professor in a government institute or university, PhD is the mandatory. So whatever if you have to do the PhD is mandatory means your publication is the mandatory. So this is the one. So that's only people has to publish a paper in the particular journal, particularly for ACA journal. So each journal having some criteria. So as a dissemination purpose, people doing PG degree and then PhD, they like to publish a paper in a particular journal. So this is the dissemination. So 50% of the people, first choice is PhD and then the higher studies. So they have to publish the paper in a reputed journal. That is the one of the motivation to publish. Next one is career prospects. as per career purpose, nowadays all the university, all the private engineering colleges, arts and science, everything, they have to get the NAF ranking or NBA NAC. So they have to apply for the autonomous body, and then they have to go for 1 second. Dada, I'm in meeting, Dada. I'm in college. I'm in college. I'm in meeting. I will call you after 1 hour, Dada. I'm in meeting. So next one is the career prospects. So as per career prospects, nowadays all the university engineering college, they have the norms for that, their promotion or maybe increment. So the appraisal. So everything they have to include the particular publication progress, because as the NAC, NBA, and you really about the NAC and then NBA and then NARF ranking. So all the one of the main criteria is publication. So as that commitment of the particular college, they ask the staff member to publish a paper in a reputed journal. So automatically the career prospects, people has to publish their paper in a particular journals. So at least 2 papers, normally as college they expect at least 2 papers for the particular staff member to publish in a Scopus or ACA journals, whatever that. So this is the one. Next one is improve funding. Suppose I have a very good publication means, then my next movement is going to apply a funder project, because there are very good organizations like the DST and then DBT and then AICTE. So many organizations are there to funder the project, research funder to the particular person. So if you have to allot the funder project to yourself means they have to check your publication. Suppose if I have to apply a project in medical textile area, so if I have a very good publication in the medical textile area means the allocation of funder project is more chance. I am getting more chance to get a funder project due to my publication. So whatever that if I apply for funder project means we have to upload our publication. So as mentioned that medical textile, if I apply the funder project means I have few publications in the area of medical textile. That's only as a funder organization believe that I am capable for to handle the funder projects. So they have checked your publication. So improve your funding means there's another choice. You have to make a compulsory publication in a reputed journals. And then fourth one is ego. So ego means in my case I'm a jealous ego, whatever that. So I jealous with Dr. Ramesh Babu because when 2006 he had around 10 publications in a normal magazine. So I see his publication and then I admire that and jealous ego, whatever that. So I started my publication. So my publication start only for jealous. So everybody has some own choice. So somebody may be discrimination, somebody may be career prospects, somebody may be getting funded project, or somebody may be ego. So my choice is jealous. I frankly tell you that as jealous point of view, I started my publication progress. So next fifth one is the pattern protection. Nowadays, if you have a new innovative idea, a new innovative instrument, whatever you develop, as nowadays scenario is they have to making your idea or whatever that project you have to apply for patent. So as a patent protection, after apply your patent, within the 3 to 6 months, they publish your patent in the website. So automatically, as a patent protection, you have to publish your patent in a web page. So this is the one. Next one, others first size. Probably first size means people has to share their experience. Some of the elder people, they like to share their experience, or they have to find any new innovation means they have to share the academic people, research people. So they are the 5% people first size. So they are motivated and then share their knowledge. They utilize the journal platform. So this is the main motivation to publish paper for authors point of view. So this is the main motivation to publish the papers. The next one, as from yesterday, Dr. Sendil Kumar told us how to read a paper. So this is the one criteria. Yesterday he mentioned that how to read the paper, but my point of view different from that. How to read a paper. So coming Sunday, I will tell that how we have to read the paper. So that separate session in Sunday, I will detailedly discuss about how to read the paper, how to take the content from the particular paper, because it will helpful for my PhD process. So coming Sunday, I share my hardcore experience in how I look the paper. So how I have to take the content, I have to read the particular paper, how I have to take the content, how I have to utilize my PhD process. The coming Sunday, I will explain detailedly about how to read the particular paper. But this session, what is the difference between author versus reader behavior? So this is the difference between author versus reader behavior. Actually, author, I like to publish more papers as a appraisal point of view, or maybe some record point of view, promotion point of view, I like to publish more paper. But as I am a reader, I like to read. I to read very less time because due to my commitment, personal commitment or official commitment, I have no time to read the paper. So randomly, I have to see the article, and then the article maybe impress me means then I have to making a download and I have to read the paper. Hardly 1 to 2 minutes time you have to spend to read the paper. So after that 2 minutes, you got to move next paper. So whatever that you got to work for the particular paper 6 months, 8 months time, or 1 year time. You got to work for the particular paper, and then you got to publish the paper in the journal. Hardly they look at the paper in here 1 to 2 minutes. So see that this is the real situation for the readers' behavior. But others' behavior, we like to publish more paper. This is a controversy for that. So whatever that 2 minutes we got to attract the readers. So this is the biggest challenge for that ourselves. So whatever the paper, it has to attract the reader within a 10 to 15 seconds. After that only the reader has to see your paper and download the paper, and then they got to read your paper. And then if the work is very good or maybe impress means they have to cite your paper. So this is the biggest role for your publication. So keep in your mind that you have to prepare your paper in a 100% effective manner. Otherwise, as reader point of view, there is no chance means they not even look at your paper, they not read your paper, they not download your paper, they not cited your paper. So this is the strategy for that. You keep in your mind, whatever paper you publish, not for yourself, this is for society. Either academic people or research people, they utilize your paper. Normally, yesterday's session, Dr. Senthil Kumar told that some of person they may ask that, sir, I publish a paper in a reputed journals, but nobody not cited for that because I published a paper in 2018, 2021, nobody not cited that particular paper. But I feel that the research is very good. But it's published in reputed journals. The impact factor is good, journalist reputation. But so far, 4 to 5 years, nobody not cited my paper. So that is the reason, because whatever the research work, we got to work for latest trend. So your work not admire to the research community or academic people, because people always look at what is the current trend. They will focus on the current trend. Because a few years you started your paper in 2015 and then you work for the particular paper and then you publish 2018. But 2 years gap, now the scenario will change. People will focus every day, every year, the trend of the research will change. So people has to always move the different scenario. So whatever that, you got to always choose the current scenario papers, or you got to thoroughly search the internet. Which is the area is more attractive to the readers, and then this will helpful for Scopus website. They will tell you that what is the research area is current trend. So because as a Scopus, www.scopus.com is you can may register in a free of cost, but sometimes some of the facility, if you use a Scopus website means it's a paid one. Some of the university like VAT and the Sona College, they have the subscription of the particular access the Scopus website. If we got to go to the Scopus website means what is the current scenario. So if I will show my citation index, I will show my H index. My H index is above 50. So how is possible means my research area is comfort. Previously, introduction section, people mentioned that my core area is comfort. So comfort is the hot area. Whatever that, wherever the years go, comfort is the hot area for today's world or future also. So my research topic is hot topic. So many people has to read my article. They like to do their work in a comfort. So automatically my citation also increase. So whatever that, whatever the research your work, maybe it's appreciated one, is a very good work. But whether the particular work is utilized by the academic people or research community, this is the main key challenge. So from your perspective, the work is good and the journal may be accepted one, the reviewer may be accepted one, but as the academic people and the research point of view, people not maybe not notice or maybe not focus on your research area. This is the key factor. So whatever that publication, you got to think that you got to improve your H index, and then you have to improve your citation index means you got to do your work in a latest trend area, and then maybe you have to focus on future also. So this is the one request to all the members. Focus on your research work, current trend, and also it has a very good scope in future also. So whatever the actually yesterday person asked that, so very good paper, but there is no citation. Normally, as academic in the research world, those who are having a very good publication, nobody not utilize the particular paper after 5 years means that work we call as dead research. So what do we call as dead research? So after 5 years or after 10 years, nobody not cited your paper, not utilized your paper means maybe officially. So officially, I will tell that paper is called as, unofficially they may utilize your paper or they not may cite your paper. But as a website, we can look at that there is no cited means that research work normally academic research work we call as dead research. So that work after 10 years, nobody not utilize the paper means that work we call as dead research. So don't focus on such kind of research work. So focus on that current trend and the scope of the future work. So whatever that, keep in your mind, you choose your area, maybe a current scenario, and then it has a scope of a future area. So keep in your mind, choose your research work, choose your publication like that. So that's only you have to improve your H index and then citation index. So this is the one. So any question for regarding for that? Audience, if you have any question means, now I have 2 to 3 seconds to give that. Any question means you can ask question for that.
No, sir, no questions.
Okay. Then if you are not comfortable means after the end of the section, I go 15 to 20 minutes. I will serve only for question session. You can ask question further. If you're not comfortable for in between the lecture means, the end of session you can ask many questions like that. So next one is what is research writing? So what is the research writing means? A specific method of sharing one's insight. So whatever the in my mind, in my thinking, so that particular work is I have to share to the research community or maybe a academic people. So that main platform is publication. So publication is an easy medium to reach the academic people and research people. So whatever's inside, I have some new find out and a new study or new innovation method. So I like to tell the academic world and research world, one of the best platform is research writing, particularly for publication. So that's only all the institutes, all the research university, they request the staff member to publish a very good research paper in a reputed journals, because it's not only for publication process, it's a reputation, your personal reputation and also your concern, your college or university reputation also in a move on next level. Because if you have a very good research work means automatically it will appreciate by the academic people, research people, industry people. Sometimes industry people they may approach you for your publication. So this has happened in my real life also. I have did a project in comfort area for bamboo fabrics. So many industry people they approach me regarding that bamboo fabrics. So whatever that, keep in your mind, your publication always help for academic people and the research people and the same time industry people. If industry people means more very good. Because as a research point of view, they have to start research somewhere, but real benefits is your publication will helpful for industry people means it's a very good one. So you have give a happiness for that. Your research work may be utilized by the industry people means it is the biggest achievement. So whatever that, as sharing one insight or knowledge generated within the academic and research community is the best for, we call as research writing. It may be a journal, it may be a book, or maybe notes, whatever that. So that is called as research writing. The next one, dissemination of our research work or our idea or thoughts. So these are the platform is there. First one is article in a peer reviewed journal. So whatever that, nowadays people are the engineering college, university or UGC, whatever that, they will tell that you got to publish your paper in a peer reviewed journal. So peer review means some unknown person has to evaluate your paper. So reviewer, peer review means they go blindly. So double blind or single, whatever that. Sometimes maybe 5 to 6 hours there, they have to evaluate the paper. So this has happened my research work. When I started my publication, particularly in SE journal, so I submitted my paper in 2011. So the journal name is Textile Research Journal. So 2009, 2010, I worked some background work for particular comfort area. So I write on paper, I submitted into Textile Research Journal. I think all the textile people maybe know very well about Textile Research Journal. So if you have to publish your paper in a Textile Research Journal, you may be proud for the particular publication. So all the textile community, they will agree that you have a publication in textile TRJ means they will respect to your, they will appreciate your publication or they respect your publication also. So this is the one. So that time, 2011, I submitted paper. So after 1 month time, I received the comments from reviewers. Around 7 reviewers, they have to comment about my papers. They have give 124 comments. Still my memory is there. I have around received 124 comments. They tell me they have to tear my paper inch by inch. Imagine that 7 reviewers, 124 comments. They will tell that they will tear my paper inch by inch. So where is holes in my paper? What is my drawback? What is my writing skill? Everything they have to mention that. So that first time I'm submit my paper in SCA journals, I received a comment of 124 comments. They tell that this is not a good paper. This is put in a dustbin. Simply they told like that, put in the dustbin. So I have worked for 2009, 2010, 2 year and 2 year work for the particular paper, and then backup work, and then I make a sit together to write a paper. So much of effort in 2 years. Simply they don't know about my attitude, how I work hard for the particular paper. They, as for viewer point of view, they will tell the comments about my paper. But 1 week I have fed up in my mind, because this is my I reached my PhD in 2011. So that's only I submitted paper in the particular journal. So they have to 124 comments. That time Dr. C.V. Kausik, former principal in Sona College of Technology, he is the main pillar of my publication. That time he motivated me. The 124 comments, the golden comments. So they will tell that where your research work will go, and then what is your mistake. You have to correct your mistake. So after 1 week, I take all the 24 comments, and I look at the positive manner. So what are the comments will tell by the reviewers? I have to change my manuscript. Anything they suggest for testing, that test I also made in testing for the particular fabric, and then I have to fill up the holes of all the 124 comments. So after that, I submit the paper to in the Journal of Textile Institute, and then you make it the Journal of Textile Institute, another one biggest icon of the publication in the textile area. After send my publication the particular journal, after within 2 to 3 months, they accept my paper without any comments. So imagine that I have one journal, they have to tear my paper inch by inch, but 124 comments. The 124 comments, I have to rectify that, and then after that, I submit the paper into the Journal of Textile Institute. Within 2 to 3 months, without reviewer, they have the positive comments to about my paper. My paper is accepted one. So one time I have to paint myself. The next one, after I have to rectify the particular comments and rectify my research work. Then I publish my paper in a Journal of Textile Institute. So this is the one one of the started my career in the SCA journal. So after that one, 2011 once, I mainly focus on SCA journals, not only for Scopus journals, mainly focus on SCA journals. So why I focus on SCA journal means next Sunday, coming Sunday, I will detail discuss about why I not focus on Scopus, only focus on SCA. So it's coming Sunday, I will deeply discuss about why I mainly focus on SCA journals. So next one is article magazine. Those who are started their career, or maybe students, UG students, PG students, you started my career in a journal means better you got to start your in a ordinary journal like a article magazine. That's why I started my career as a textile magazine. The Indian Textile Journal is the local magazine, so easy to publish your paper. So I have lighted on a review paper in the name of Bamboo. I think you may see the website Bamboo and the Bamboo fibers and its application in textile area. So this is my first paper, and I will tell you that that paper is a more cited one. So I publish my paper in a normal textile magazine, but if you have to check my citation index means I have a more citation in the paper for particularly normal textile magazine. So that time I know the value of the work, but now I feel that 2007 my first paper major impact. Those who are people will write in a Bamboo area, definitely they cited my first paper. So if you have to check the internet means, if Bamboo application means definitely my search engine, my paper will come. So people has to see my paper, and then they attract my content. They have to cite my paper in their research work. So automatically, my review paper having more citation. So this may happen. We know that real work of our research work, so sometime will giving a major impact to the society. So what are the next one is chapter in book. So after you have a very good publication, you got to move to chapters in a book. So in my case, after I have a very good publication, I go for book publication. First, I focus on a particular chapter for the particular book. So I have one chapter in Bamboo Fabricins, Journal of Natural Fibers. They have produced one book, Natural Fibers. That natural fibers I have tried in Bamboo Fibers. So I move on into the chapter in this book. After that, monograph or book, And the last one is audio visual dissemination. Nowadays, as journal world is in advanced level. So I like to one important share my experience. So last 6 months before, we have one publication in ATAL Research Journal, one of the leading journal. It's a Turkish journal. It's a ATAL Research Journal. So we submit one paper regarding the weaving area. We submit one paper. We produce. We make one device. That work is going to Dr. Ramesh Kumar from Sona College. His PhD scholar. So we club together work for the particular project. So we produce one device. That device utilized in the power loom. So it has to increase the efficiency of the particular loom. So we make one device. That device we put in the particular loom, and the particular loom has to increase the efficiency of the loom. So we write on paper and submit the particular paper in the particular ATAL Research Journal. So the paper accepted one, but as editor in chief, they asked ourselves to produce the video of the particular device. So now journal goes to the advanced next level. If you have to submit your paper in a particular journal, it may be a device or instrument. They like to see the working of the particular instrument. So they ask ourselves to produce a video of the particular device. And after that, we fix the particular attachment in the loom, and then we take a video, and then we submit to the journal. The journal has to publish our video with our publications. So this is the biggest achievement. So nowadays, as next level, in future maybe people expect that with your publication, they may expect your video clips or maybe a video for the particular device. Or if you particularly focus on device or testing instrument, they like to see the working principle of the particular device or instrument. So now I think that publication is also there. They are supporting the publication. We need to submit the video of the particular device or instrument, how the instrument is working. So this is the one criteria I faced in last 6 months. We submitted one, and then paper is accepted. That paper is published in the particular journal. So this is the one main dissemination of our research work. The next one, identifying of a journal is the biggest task. Many people failure for about to identifying a good journal, because your research work is a very good one, but we are made a biggest mistake for to choose the identified journal. We don't have. In the next slide, I will detail discuss about predatory journals. So what is my predatory journal means? Many fake peoples are available in the journal world. They misuse the publication, because as our commitment, due to my academic commitment, research commitment, I like to publish 2 papers in per year. For promotion or appraisal point of view, I like to publish 2 papers. So this is my situation like that. So they miss the particular predatory journalists, they misuse the particular one. So you got to receive many mails from journal publication. They will tell that they will send mail to you. They will publish your paper within 48 hours, or within 1 week, or within 14 days. They may publish your paper, and then they have to, without any blind review, they have to publish your paper in the journals. But you know, you have awareness about the publication. So you need to publish a paper. So automatically, what do you mind set up? You got to submit your paper in very good paper in a particular predatory journals. So after that, you submit your paper within 1 week or 48 hours. Nowadays, 24 hours they have to reply you. They will tell that within the 24 hours, your paper is very good work. We have to accept your paper, but you have to pay the money for the particular publication, maybe 3,000, 4,000. I will tell you that if you have to go for reputed journal, from AC journal means the publication charges per page, you have to pay $100 or maybe €100. Maybe it will go for per page, it will go for €100. Imagine that €100 means normally you have to per euro 90 rupees means per page you have to pay 9,000. Your paper maybe 5 to 6 pages means you have to hardly to pay 45 to 50,000. So as reputed journals, some of the non-paid journals also there. You think that 4,000, 5,000, 10,000, that journal is called, normally in my point of view, there's a predatory journals. Don't focus on that kind of journals. Either you got to focus on non-paid journals. If you got to pay the journal means, definitely 95% of journals are fake journals. They are the predatory journals. They mainly focus on the money point of view. They approach the staff members, and then how can they get the mail means your Facebook ID or in Facebook ID or LinkedIn ID, you got to mention that your email ID, your position. So automatically the fake journal people, they capture from social media. So take your email ID, or maybe it's available in university website. So you may be a PhD scholar means your email ID available in your PhD university website, or maybe a social platform. So they take your email ID and then send the mail to you. They got to publish 48 hours, 1 week, 1 month, or within 8 hours you may reply. And then nowadays very scenario with them, they give the certificates. You can receive a PDF of the particular article, and then you got to receive your certificates. So these type of attractively they have to approach you, and then due to you don't give any awareness, without identify a good channel, you got to send your paper, they may publish. After that, evaluation purpose, we go for university or NAC people will come, or your own college, they got to check your publication, means they will tell that journal is not available in the Scopus, or that journal is not available in the SE journal. So they have to not consider your paper. So you have a very good research work, but you cannot identify a good journal. So this is the biggest drawback. So automatically you publish a very good research work in a normal journal, automatically it's not counted. So automatically your reputation and then your college reputation are spoiled about your publication. So keep in your mind. So is the journal is right fit for your work. So this is the session how we have to identify, means there are some websites are there. So that website we have to identify how we have to identify a fake journal and then reputed journal. So coming Sunday section, I will tell you how we have to check the fake journal and the real Scopus and ACA journals. So Sunday session, maybe morning session, I will clearly explain how you will check in. So visually I have to tell you that how you check the particular journal, and then I go to which one is clone journal, which one is real journal. So this is the coming Sunday will give you a eye-opening session, tips and tricks for your journal publication. So this is a session I'll slightly touch about the publication process. Next one second. So next session and then next one is topic match your publications. So suppose mainly our paper reject for scope of the journal, because before submission of paper in a reputed journal, we got to check the journal website. Definitely all the journal, reputed journal, they got to mention the scope of their journals. So suppose my research area is medical textile or comfort. So I like to submit your paper in here. For example, my paper is comfort textile. So I like to publish my paper in Journal of Industrial Textile. So I write a paper, comfort properties of bamboo knitted fabrics. So I like to submit my paper in a Journal of Industrial Textile. Immediately within a day, the Journal of Industrial Textile reject my paper. They told that the particular article title not match with the scope of the journal. If you have checked the Journal of Industrial Textile, means they mentioned that mainly purely based on technical textile area. So they mentioned that website whether you got to submit a paper in the area of technical textile, geotextile, or maybe a protective textile. That textile may apply for that. So automatically my research area scope is not matched with the journal scope. Majority of paper not matched with the journal scope. Normally reputed journal, they got to simply tell that your area of work is not scope of our journal. So we sorry to say that they have to reject your paper. So many paper is rejected the initial stuff that is not matched with scope. So whatever that your research work will match with the journal scope. So next one, does the journal publish this type of article? So suppose I like to like a review article. In yesterday one session, people will tell that what about the review article? In my point of view, very difficult to write a review article. Instead of research article, it's easy to write. But review article, you have some knowledge, you have very passion to read minimum 100 to 150 articles. That 150 articles converted into a review article. You have very knowledge to know the particular topic from first to last. So from previous 10 years back, what is the research work? How the current scenario? What is the research work? So you have a very good knowledge about to write a review paper. In my point of view, very difficult to write a review paper. That is the one key parameter. So then you got to mind that the particular journal will accept for review article. Majority SE journals, they hesitate to publish a paper in a review articles. If you have check the website, means they have to per month. Suppose if you have the June month, they have to publish 100 paper, means out of 100 paper, they only focus on 10 papers. They only focus on 90 papers for research papers. Only 10 papers, they may focus on review papers. Because as general point of view, if your review articles new one or new innovation, you have to compare that, means they may accept the review paper. Otherwise, you have to some work, you have to making a combine and you have to reproduce it, means normally reputed journal, they won't accept the review articles. So whatever that, keep in mind. Just if you have to write a review paper, means that journal will accept the review articles. And then next one, you have to check the reasonable chance of acceptance. All the SCA journal, Scopus journal in their website, they have to mention that rejection ratio. So this is one of the key criteria to metrics of the journals. So as a journal metric is there, they got to rank in the journal. One of the main metric is rejection ratio. So if you have very good journal, very reputed journals, if you got to check the rejection ratio, means they have around 80% rejection. So what is meaning for 80% rejection means per year 100 papers submitted, out of 100 paper 80 papers are rejected. So they got to choose 20 papers for very highly qualified one. So this is the one. So before submitting a paper, you have to check the rejection ratio. If the rejection ratio is below 20-30 means you can agree, you can submit your paper in the particular journals. Above 50-60 means think twice whether you have to think your research is good one, means you have to submit your paper in the particular journal. Otherwise, you can focus on the reasonable chance of acceptance. If below 20-30 means okay, rejection ratio is 20% means okay, 80% of chances they have to accept the particular paper. So this is the one. Always check the acceptance ratio of the particular journal. Next one is to read with the communities I want to reach, because I like to publish a paper in a medical textile. So I like the practical paper may be reached to the medical people. That's only my citation link is, my HTX link is. Otherwise, I publish my medical text paper in a computer science journal. So this is a computer science related journal. This is a very good journal one. So for example, image processing of textile fabrics. So this is possible to publish the image processing paper in EC background or textile background. But if I am the sole author, I am a textile person, means I like to promote my article in a textile area. Instead of that, computer science, EC people, I like to promote my article, my core branch. So because my core branch will benefit the particular image processing. Because image processing, as EC, CSC people, they did excellent work. But in my textile area, people have less knowledge about image processing. So better, I like to publish my paper instead of EC background journal. I like to publish my paper in a textile area journal. So this is keep in mind. That one, it may reach to main core community of our textile people. So automatically, if your textile people admire the particular one, it's a current topic, and then future scope is means they have to extend your work. Automatically, your citation, your H-index may increase. So this is the one criteria to improve our citation index and then H-index. So is it the read with the community I want to reach? Maybe Scopus, Public Media, or Clarity Index, whatever that. And then is the journal have a good quality? And then how can we check the good quality means? First of all, you got to discuss your colleague or your guide or those people having very good knowledge about the publication. So because why I mentioned that nowadays, after I have many presentation regarding the journal publication, every day many WhatsApp messages, many email messages received from people. They ask that quality of how to check that. So I like to submit my paper in the particular journal. Can you suggest the particular journal is a good quality? So people will approach me. Either you got to approach people or you got to check with the Scopus website or some other website, and then you go to a social platform, LinkedIn, ResearchGate, many websites are there. You got to simply mention that I like to publish the paper in the particular journal. People will advise me whether journal is good one. Many people will give advise you. So you can get a free advice from social platform. So whether the journal is good quality. Example, I like to share one experience. When the 2012, when I was in NBA coordinator in my Sona college, that time as a committee member, they will check for quality of our branch. They come to check our publication. That time the publication, they check their publication progress. We have the publication in Journal of Textile Institute and then Journal of Natural Fibers. We have to show all the papers. But immediately that review person, those MBA person, they ask that you have your publication IJFTR, and then people may textile people very well about that IJFTR, Indian Journal of Fiber and Textile Research. So the IJFTR is the Indian journal, and then it's a very reputed journal. And then that NBA evaluate committee people, he is from IIT. He asked that whether you are in your college you have your publication IJFTR. Then we saw the IJFTR. Immediately they accept that there is some quality of research going on in Sona College. So what do you think that if the publication in IJFTR means they feel that some quality publication is going on the Sona College. Think that. I think Journal of Textile is a very good one. Journal of Industry Textile, Journal of Natural is a very good impact factor. But as a committee people, they expand. IGF, their prediction that they feel that IGF is the best one. If the people has published the IGF there means the research is good. So we saw that we have published in paper in IGFTR. Then they gave you a 3 years MB approval for our college. So this is the one. So that's the experience. So journal is the good quality. Some IGFTR is having a impact factor points, I think 0.5 to 0.6 instead of Journal of Textile Institute 1 point something. But as if Indian people will tell that IGFTR means they respect you. They agree your research work is a good one. So this is the current scenario. So you know that if the journal is a good quality. And the next one is can it be a trusted one, because lot of closed journals are coming. Same name, you can see different two websites. You have to identify which one is correct journal. So closed journals are coming. If you go check the UGC CARE website, as a UGC, they separately started on website for only for publications, journals. So they have to tell that UGC CARE list. In this UGC CARE list, every 6 months they have to put the website in their website. They got to put the clone journals. So people has to submit your paper in the particular clone journals. So this there only money point of view. So every 6 months they got to remove the particular journals. In their website, you can see that journals removed from UGC CARE list. So every 6 months you got to update yourself. You got to check the UGC CARE list website. You can see it. What are the journals are removed from the list. Example, I will tell the one example. You know that Color Age, Asian Textile Journal, Asian Dyer. This is the normal magazine. Is also there in the Scopus website. So we feel that Journal of Textile Association, maybe Journal of Color Age, Asian Dyer, Asian Textile Journals. These are journals are Scopus, but in a UGC CARE list, they remove the particular journals. So one side, Scopus will tell that as a Scopus website, they tell that these are journals are Scopus journals. Scopus index journals, but in UGC CARE list, they remove the particular journals because due to the quality point of view, there is no blind review for that Asian Textile Journal, Asian Dyers, Color Age. So there is no peer review. There is no proper method to accept the paper or evaluate the paper. They simply accept the paper. So automatically, as a UGC CARE list, they have to remove the particular journal. As point of view, you have to submit your thesis with the help of Scopus. Scopus is available. But UGC CARE list, they have to remove the particular journal. So keep an awareness about that. You got to always check Scopus and then UGC CARE list, because UGC is for that control of all engineering college, university, everything. So you have to follow the rule of UGC CARE list. And simultaneously, Scopus and SC journals are separate website, private website. So whatever that, first you have to check the UGC CARE list. So if the UGC CARE list, the particular journal is available, means you can go. But provided that every 6 months they have to change the list. So you keep in your mind, you have to make a thorough survey about the particular journal. The journal may be available last 10 years, there is no problem in the particular journal, means you can submit your paper. Or there is a new journal and then you have a single 1% of doubt, means in your mind, means better you have to stop submit your paper in the particular journal. So this is my kind request. Next one thing. So after that you have to make a trusted one. You have to give a clear cut idea. This is the right journal for your work. So you have to check there what are the previous publications. So my research work is comfort properties. So I like to submit my paper in here. Fiber and textile is in Europe. So that is one of the journal. So I like to go through the journal and then I have to check the what are the articles related to the comfort area. So if the article is available in the comfort area, means so okay, some of the article published in the my core area. So I like to publish my article in the comfort area. So I like to submit my paper in a particular one. So because nowadays new journals are launched each week. Nowadays each day people have to launch their own journals. So if I like to start my journal, means I have a website and then I have to start my own journal and I have to branding my publication to all the research community. And sometimes I apply for Scopus and get the approval from Scopus. But my ultimate aim is as a clone journal or maybe a fake journal. My aim is my money point of view. So I approach the staff member. Then I have to get the money. But some people will reported myself to the Scopus website or UGC CARE list. They send the mail to that. I illegally misuse the publication process. So they will send the proof to the particular UGC care people and then scopers, immediately they remove my journal. So this is the normal practice happen in the journal world. Keep in your mind, before publish your submit your paper, you have to check the quality and then surety of the journal is very good one. After that one, you have to consider to submit your paper in the particular journal and then check with the help of the website, Scopus website, and then UGC care list, and then you can discuss with your colleague and the senior person, or you may guide. So what are the person, will-wisher person, you have to discuss the particular one, and then you have to submit the paper in the particular journal. If you have to get a very good feedback from website, and then your guide or your colleague, they give you the positive comment, means you can submit your paper in the particular journal. Next one, something as we are human being, we also made a mistake. I also made a mistake. Many people will approach me to start recommend few journals in the Scopus area. Then due to my previously before 2 to 3 years, I have not very good experience to handle the journal situation, because nowadays if you recommend one journal, next month they got to remove the Scopus website. So nowadays I have a very good awareness about recommend the journal for Scopus. Normally I won't recommend the journal for Scopus index journals, because as a normal journal, Scopus index one, anytime they may remove the particular journal, but it's qualified that there is no issue. But a newly started journal in the last 5 years, those journals have started that journal I won't recommend that, because anytime they may remove from the Scopus website. So always my recommendation, you only focus on SE journals. So SE journals that are also available in the Scopus area. So you have to identify there. So whatever that before your type of article, many people they will tell that one scenario is now follow up in the publication area. Now I am going to submit my thesis in the month of August month. So I have no publication. So I need to publish a paper in a particular journal. So then I approach one journal. The journal is a UGC careless journal and then Scopus journal. But as a current month, they got to remove from UGC care list and then they remove from Scopus. But I will send you a mail to that. They will send you a mail to me that. So they publish your paper in a predated. So they send you a mail that we have published your paper in a predated one. So was June month onwards, they remove from the list of Scopus and then UGC sec. They publish your paper in 2019 December. So they ask the money, they get the money from you, they put your paper, they publish in 2019 June. So as a policy of Scopus, they have to whatever the paper published, you have to copy your title and put in the Scopus website. Means your article may be show in the particular website. If your article not show in the Scopus website, means the article not cited in the Scopus website. So as the Scopus website policy, they have to promote your journal journal and also your title also. If the both journal and then your title may be available in the Scopus website, means that is okay. If the journal website is journal name is only available, but your article title is not available in the Scopus website, so it is some problem will occur. So think twice. Don't focus on that kind of activity. So whatever that clear in mind, you get a very good feedback about the particular journal, means you got to submit your paper in the particular journal. Many people fail for the particular one. So then the next one you got to go for is that in the website they got to mention that fees of the particular article. So after that, after the acceptance only, all the reputed journal they may ask your publication charge. Before that they won't ask publication charge, but clone journal and then fraud journal they may ask that before publication, after immediately acceptance they may immediately to pay the money. So this is the normal process. Normally as reputed journal, they prepare the PDF and send the copy to you. After the PDF, sometime as a reputed journals, they publish your paper. After that, they ask the money to you. So this is normal pattern. So whatever that, keep in mind what is the charge of the particular page. And then some of the journals having a waiving charge. So due to the financial position, you may request the particular journal, you will not pay the particular fees. They may be waiving the fees also. So it depends upon the journal editor-in-chief decision and then production people decision. The next one, after you have to get a 100% yes answer for all your questions, you can submit your paper the particular one. So before you have a 1% doubt, means better you have to not submit your paper in the particular journal. So this is my kind request, because you have a very good potential time to spend to write a paper and a very good research paper. Unfortunately, you have not awareness about the journal world. You can submit your very good paper in a reputed, non-reputed journals. Automatically, you don't have awareness about the journal. After published only, after some time, you have to hear that journal is not a quality journal. Automatically, your reputation, your college reputation, your personal reputation also spoil for that. People simply will tell that they don't see your work. They simply tell that you publish in a pre-day journals. So automatically your reputation also spoil. So keep in your mind. So whatever that, everything is satisfied with yes means you can submit your paper in the particular journal. And then this is one basic method. Usually I like to keep this one. So actually NPTEL course, I attended the NPTEL course in the 2010, I think. They have conducted on an NPTEL course for particularly this area. So they recommended the traditional one. So keeping record for what you read. So usually I have to read many articles. So that article, what the article will discuss. So there are the key points are available in the particular article. So I like to copy the particular content and like to paste this type of table. So if you have like means, you can also utilize this is the traditional method. Nowadays there are advanced methods are there, but still I am very comfortable for this traditional method because you see that out there data November 17. I like to see on paper. My keyword is research writing. So my keyword research writing. So I get the database from Google Scholar, and then the full text is available. This is the citation of the particular one. This is the one author's take. So what author will discuss, and then what is the benefits for me, and then what is the limitation of the study, and then what is the questions arise in my mind, and then what is the new keywords, new research find out from the area. So this is the 4-5 criteria I look at the particular one. So author's intake, what they will tell, what is the benefit. For example, I like to see the particular article. The particular article they got to mention that some suggestion. So I like to include the suggestion to my future work. So whatever that, keep in records of what you read. This is a more important parameter, because if you have to submit your thesis or you have to start your thesis writing. So thesis writing, literature part is main important parameter, because in literature party you have to tell that so and so like that, tell that so and so told like that, so and so discussed, so and so suggested. So this is the particular record will help you to easy to write in the literature part in the thesis writing, because in thesis writing you have to tell that coordinately to tell that what the others people's did. So this is the traditional method. Usually I like to follow this one. If you convenient means you can also follow this method. What you read, keep in record what you read. So next one is choosing a journal to publish. So first one you have to scope. Factor to consider the publication means first you have to check the scope of the journal, whether the journal is accept my research area. So my research area is comfort textile, my research area is medical textile, or my research area is image processing, whatever that. That particular area of my research scope is matched with the journal scope. So why means that only my paper may be reached to the particular target community. So if I would like to submit my paper, write a paper in image processing means for textile. So instead of EC people, electronics people, I like to reach my own community textile people. So I like to publish my paper in a textile based journal. So the particular textile based journal in the scope of area, they got to mention that they got to accept the image processing area. So I like to publish my paper in a particular journal. So next one, impact and reputation. What is the impact factor? So you got to always check that impact factor. So there are two kind of journals, Scopus journal and then SCA. SCA normally focus on Thomas Reuter, SCA. So the journals are ranking in the two sections. One is for clarity analysis for Web of Science. Web of Science mainly focus on impact factor. So if you have to check the Web of Science clarity analysis, so they rank the journal only for that impact factor. So you know that very well about the impact factor. There is separate calculations is there. So according to the calculation, they have to calculate the impact factor of the journal. According to the impact factor and the clarity analysis, particularly for Web of Science journal, they have to rank in the journal. But in Scopus, they have separate criteria. So in Scopus journals, Scopus Cited Index journals, they have some separate criteria. They didn't focus on the particularly focus on impact factor. They have a different parameter to ranking the in the particularly for Scopus Index journals. But as in clarity analysis, Web of Science, they only focus on impact factors. So as a journal, if they are having impact factor in a SCA impact factor, you can factor to consider the paper to submit the particular journal. The reputation, what is the reputation of the journal? Previously I mentioned that IGFTR. because as our textile community people, IJFTA is the best one. If you are any people from textile community, you can ask that, they will tell that IJFTA is the best one, because it's the Indian publisher, and then they have the very good backup and everything. They have to conduct the review in a very good manner, and then they publish a very good articles. Many IIT, NIT people, they like to publish their paper in IJFTR, but their publication time is very long. But whatever that, people will always appreciate the IJFTR publications. The next one, journal policies. What is the journal policy? How much time they will conduct the reviewing time? Maybe 3 months, 6 months, or 4 months. After that acceptance, what is the duration they got to publish the paper? So everything you have to look in the website. For example, IJFTR, they may accept your paper in within 3 to 4 months, but they publish your paper after 8 to 10 months. So normally they will take 1.5 years, 1 to 1.5 years time to publish your paper. But our day-to-day commitment, we have to show 2 papers in a particular year. So you have to keep in your mind, you have to publish your paper in a 6 to 8 month duration, because as a year 12 months is there. As from academic point of view, you have to academic schedule July to June. So we have an academic schedule of July to June. So up to the month of July 2022 to June 2022, we publish 2 papers. That 2 papers will counted for our appraisal or NARF ranking or NAC rating, whatever that. So as a compulsion, we got to publish your paper in a particular year. So we got to also focus on that journal policies, how much time they will take to publish your paper. So you also keep in mind, that's only IJFTR is very slow to publish your paper. But if you have more number of paper means there is no issue. You can submit your paper. As a quality point of view, I suggest is IJFTR best one. But as a timing consuming point of view, I am not recommending the IJFTR. So next one, accessibility of the journal articles. So easy to assert accessibility, because as a people, I like to see the article in the internet. Suppose it's the paid one means I'm not like to see your paper, because as a financial commitment, I not pay the journal fees, because as many of the reputed journals, we will see only abstract, but we can't see the full paper, because if you have to download the full paper means as per journal policy, you got to pay money for that. So you have to pay money for some dollars or maybe euro. After that only you may download the particular article. So as a financial constraint, I am not the people to download, pay the money to the journal. So, but some of the university, they are free to assess their scholars, their people, staff member. They may accept the particular one because they totally pay the financial for the particular journal access. So if your university or your college may be a free access means it's easy to download the paper. Otherwise, general people, they hesitate to pay the money for the particular article, because each article you have to pay 30 euro, 25 euro. Some of the reputed elsewhere, Springer, you got to pay minimum 30 euro to download the PDF. That time people will hesitate. So how can we get the article means? You got definitely that people, they branding their research article in the social platform, maybe a Facebook, maybe a LinkedIn, or maybe a ResearchGate or academia.edu. There are social platform there. They put their only abstract. So you personally mail with the particular author. They have the author copy. So you can send the mail to the particular author. If you request a copy means definitely most of the author nowadays current scenario, most of the other they will send you the author copy to your personal mail. So there is a one type of getting the article from a reputed article, because if you're not financially you're not weak means you'll get the directly approach the particular author, and then you will get the particular request the soft copy of the particular author, and then you will tell them some mutual understanding. This is the one. So whatever that people always focus on without paying the fees, they like to see you download your article and they like to see your article. This is the one. So whatever that you have to keep in your mind, your paper may be published in the open source articles. So open source article means sometimes you can also pay it. So you got to decide your financial position, either you got to pay the fees or not. If you're not a fees means same time you got to apply for open resource article, because open resource means anybody can see the article, anybody can download. Automatically your H index and citation index may be improved. Next one, impact factor. I previously mentioned that particularly for Web of Science, they mainly focus on impact factor. So there is a calculation for impact factor. So they normally having last 3 years, how many publication journal are published in the particular journal, and then last 3 years, how many people cited the particular published paper. So there is some calculation. According to the calculation, they have the numbering 1 point, 1 point. But normally people will tell that as a UGG policy previously, UGC website. Due to the promotion of for that, they got to mention that if you have published a SCA journal above one impact of means, you have to get a very good points for your interview point of view. But now the scenario will change in 2021 once, as UGC rules and regulation. They due to the promotion, they won't count your publications. So before that 2021, if you have to apply for university promotion, whatever that, or you have to appoint a assistant professor means, you got to they got to allot marks for appraisal point of view. They have to apply the marks point of view for publication. After 2021 July onwards, there is no criteria for promotion point of view. There is no criteria for publications. So this is the one. But as NARF ranking NBA, you have to compulsory publish the paper. So they have to not burden to the staff community. So as UGC recommend that 2021 onwards, from promotion point of view, they not calculate your publication point. But they recommended that you have a very good publication. So this one. Next one, H index. As H index, this is a normally nowadays people will tell that H index. H index is the important parameter because it shows your identity and then it goes with strength. Yesterday's session, people will ask that, sir, whether I will tell the Google citation H index or maybe a Scopus H index. My suggestion is, as you can see the NAC website, everything, they only suggested for Scopus H index instead of Google Scholar. Why people not recognize for Google Scholar means, there are two, how we have the H index means, if you have to focus on that Google Scholar means, they may counter the cited paper either conference or normal magazine or reputed journal or non-reputed journal. What are the publication people may cite a paper means, automatically that count may be added in your H index. So there is no proper method to calculation for H index because your article may be cited in a journal or maybe a normal journal or example, small example. You have a very good publication. You have around 10 SCA publication. Okay. Same person, I am a person, I have 20 publications. Okay. I have published only SCA journal, 10 publication, but I have a 20 publication in a normal journals. But many people, they are utilizing, many people, they are cited my paper in a ordinary journal. Ordinary journal means without impact factor, without Scopus index. There are many journals, many people they publish a paper. So I have 20 publication. They 20 publication cited by another 50 members. The 50 members they publish their paper in a non-reputed journals. So if you have counted the H index means my H index increase. But this person having H index, he published a 10 paper in a SCA journals. So SCA journals, you know, the very tough to publish a paper. You know, publish a paper in a non-reputed journals. So automatically he has a H index 10. I am also having H index 10. So according to you have to compare the both H index. You can tell that which one is best. Always we tell that H index of Scopus journal is best because Google Scholar they have to count out from all the area. They have some. There is no norms to choose cited for the journals. Though they send them SCA journal also, they choose non-reputed journal, magazine, where are the publication available in the online, that cited people counted in the Google Scholar. But in Scopus, if the publish a paper in a Scopus index journal, if the person publish they cited a paper, they publish a paper in a Scopus cited journal, that publication only counted for your H index. If the person publish a paper in a non-Scopus index journal means that counter that particular cited not counted in your Scopus cited. So automatically, what do you mean that you publish a reputed journal, the reputed journal cited by a author, they also publish in a reputed journals. Automatically, there is some criteria. So automatically, people believe that they suggested that Scopus H index is the best one instead of Google Scholar. So my personal point of view, I won't recommend that Scopus Google Scholar citation H index instead of Scopus index because that is the one. Because as a quality point of view, as a starting point of view, Scopus H index is the best one. So this is journal metrics. So journal metrics is journal ranking. According to that, Scopus having separate type of journal ranking, and then Web of Science they are also having separate type of ranking method, because as a ranking method, Web of Science they only focus on SEA, so impact factor. But in Scopus they don't only focus on SEA. They have various parameters they have to calculate for that. So depends upon that you got to choose that. So general metrics according to the ranking, because as when you look upon the particular Scopus website, every month, every 2 months, they got to remove the particular journal without intimation. So now in the website, they got to mention that the journals are removed from the Scopus website. Last 2 months, they got to mention the those are the journal removed from website. But previously, without intimation, they got to remove the particular journal. This also happened in one of my friend. She submitted his thesis in the last month, but unfortunately, he had two very good publications in that kind of journal. So during the submission of his PhD thesis, the university rejected his PhD thesis due to that journal is not available in the Scopus and then UGC care list. Same time, UGC care list, they remove the journal, but Scopus journal is available. But what the university will tell them, they like to follow the UGC care list, because as instructed UGC, you have to follow the UGC care list. So in the UGC care list, example, the paper published in Color Age. Imagine that Color Age is available in the Scopus, but unfortunately, the Color Age is not available in the UGC care list. Then you have to submit your paper as per UGC care list. The university has to go through your thesis and then see your publication. So this is not valid one. They have to reject your thesis. So this has happened for last month. So keep your awareness for that. So always keep on. You have to maintain that. You always check the website every 2 to 3 months in the UGC care list, and then you got to always check in the Web of Science, and then always check in the particular Scopus. In every September month, Web of Science and then Scopus, they got to release the latest impact factor, latest journal list. So you can see that the website Excel file is available every September month. Both Web of Science and then Scopus, they release the new journal list, available journal list. So you always every September month you have to check the particular journal list. So this is the different type of metrics. So they have to check for journal metrics ranking. Metrics means here for we call as rankings. So site scores, source normalized impact per paper, Scimago journal ranking, impact factor. So in normally, particularly for in Scopus, they didn't focus on mainly focus on impact factor, but these three scenario Scopus was always focused. But in Web of Science, they mainly focus on impact factor. So they are ranking only for their impact factor. But in Scopus, in SEA, they have to SEA journal, they have to calculate all the four. But in particularly for impact factor, Web of Science only focus on that, because impact factor they keenly according to the impact factor only they have to metrics the particular journal. So these are keep in your mind. So always check whether the particular journal is available in Web of Science at the same time Scopus. The next one, as I previously mentioned that. Next one is AICTE ID. So what is maybe AICTE ID means Open Researchers Contributor ID. So this is the unique number. Why nowadays all the SE journal they're asking AICTE ID means is like a Aadhaar card. As Indian people we know that what is maybe Aadhaar card. So here in journal world we call it AICTE ID. So AICTE ID means all your unique details will available in the particular number. Because in my name is C Prakash. So some people may be same name of C Prakash. So we have a publication. So normally in Google Scholar, they have to take instead of my name. So they have to randomly added my publication in the name of C Prakash. So one publication, I am the C Prakash, another person is also published the paper. So that two paper anonymously added in our Google Scholar website. So automatically your search index increase. But reality, that another C Prakash is their affiliation is different. So that is only in normally Scopus and then Web of Science. They if you have to submit the paper in the particular journal, they may ask your AICTE ID. So AICTE ID is a general website. You can register yourself, all your details, and then all the data, publications data automatically stored in the particular AICTE website. So if you have the AICTE ID means better you have to register the AICTE website. Either you have a Gmail, whatever that. So you will get here maybe 12-digit number of numbers, the unique number they will provide you. So whatever the journal you got the future reference, journal world they may ask that your AICTE ID because it's the identification of yourself because you have affiliation particular college. So C Prakash from AICTE means in the AICTE ID the number will show that this is the my identity. So identity purpose nowadays all the SE journals, Scopus journal they ask your AICTE ID. So it will also randomly automatically update your publication. So I need in Google Scholar normally sometime they will randomly add your publication. Otherwise manually you have to add a public is in the Google Scholar area. But in normal Scopus Index Journal, we can't add our articles. They have to randomly choose your article from website. If your article is published means due to the AICTE ID or something, they have to automatically add a paper in the AICTE area. So automatically your H index everything automatically calculate from the Scopus website. So H index is they have the separate teams are there. They have to randomly see your paper published in the website, particularly the article published in the Scopus Index Journal. That only they have to count out. If the article published in non-index Scopus Journal means they won't count your H index and then citation index. This is the area. Keep in your mind. That's only I recommend that you have to publish. If you have to increase your H index, citation index means you publish your paper in the Scopus cites or SC's index journals. So this is the one given example for H index. You can see that this is the Google Scholar website. You can see that my citation is 392, my H index is 13, my I10 is 16. Because this is the randomly they have to choose. It may include the conference, it may include the magazine paper, everything. That is only as genuine point of view, people not believe the H index. But you can look at the Scopus citation index. You can see that my H index 11. Here you look at that my citation is 13, but you can look at that my Scopus citation is 11. So yesterday one person asked like that whether which one I have to show there. Either I have to show my Scopus H index or I have to show my citation index. But previously Sunil Kumar told that you got to mention that this is H index for Google Scholar and this H index for Scopus. But my suggestion point of view, you always show your Scopus H index instead of Google Scholar's H index, because Scopus having some genuine factor to having some norms and then restriction to calculate the H index. But here there is no uniformity. Whatever that example I told that those people publish in a paper in a reputed journal, non-reputed journal person will give me a higher H index. So if I have 50 publication in the non-reputed journal, so automatically my H index increase in the Google Scholar. But when you look at the Scopus citation index, they won't calculate the non-index journals. Automatically, there is no restriction. So here there is some uniformity. People will believe that there is some method to calculate the H index. So my suggestion is you got to always show your H index only focus on Scopus. So see that here the AICTE ID. This is my number 000003 24726765. This is my AICTE unique ID. So this is if you have to look at the unique ID, all my data available in the particular one. So any people has to see my maybe editor in chief or production people maybe see my unique ID. They go check that what is my publication, whether I am a qualified person, everything. People has to check your with the help of AICTE ID. They go check your quality of publication. So this is the one. See that I have around 69 documents and the 335 citation and then 11 H index. So this is the one. Here we look at that. H index is 39. My citation is 392. So out of 392, there is no further than. So you always show that to the outside world, your H index is only focused on Scopus H index instead of Google Scholar H index. Next one, pre-edited journals. So this is the main key parameter. Many people will affected by the pre-edited journals. So we have to check the pre-edited journal means from the help of Scopus website. We have to identify journal is the pre-edited one because there are a lot of clone journals there. So the clone journal misses the particular one. For example, coming Sunday, I will tell you that how we have to identify the pre-edited journals. With the help of website, we have to identify which one is pre-edited journals within the genuine journal. So the Sunday session will help you to understand how to we have to find the pre-edited journal. But whatever the better to avoid to publish your paper in a pre-edited journal because every day we have to receive the mail from journal world. They will send that they will publish your paper within 24 hours, 48 hours. I will tell you that as a publication process, as a review process, it will take 3 months time, 3 to 4 months. Normally, if you have to submit your paper in Journal of Textile Institute, they mention the website 12 to 16 weeks. So probably it means that 3 to 4 months. So imagine that they have to take your review paper in minimum 2 to 3 months. So as a qualified reputed journal, the publication progress may be a minimum 1 month. If you have the journal, and my point of view, this is the quickest one is Journal of Industrial Textile. They have a very good review platform. They will within 1 month they will tell you your feedback about your articles, whether it's acceptable one or rejected one. But according to the majority of journal, it will take 2 to 3 months. Particularly Journal of Textile Institute, it will take 8 to 12 to 16 months. What do you feel that people why they have to go for that such some other journal means? Because after 16 weeks, if you're not getting a not positive results, so automatically your confidence will also reduce. So you have a very good paper, but unfortunately, it is not satisfied with the reviewer. So after 3 months to 4 months, the article may be rejected one. So whatever that you got to accept for that, that's only I have to like that. You have 1 year time schedule. So first you got to first 6 months you have to focus on journal. If the journal has to rejected one means what the rejected research they got to mention the comments, you got to rectify the comment, and then another 6 months you have a time. So nowadays people after acceptance immediately they publish your paper in online. So there is no need of allotment, page number, volume number. So they have to online publication. They will order for DOI, digitally optical identifier. They will order the DOI number. So with the help of DOI number, you can show your publication to university or PhD, whatever that. Nowadays, all the university they ask your DOI instead of your volume and page numbers. So immediately within 4 months they publish your online copy in the website with the DOI number. After some time, after 1 year, 2 years, they will give you a allotment of volume and page number. So whatever that. So if you have to submit your thesis means online DOI number is enough to submit your thesis for help of the publication process. So this is the one. So keep in your mind pre-edited journal. These are some of the website for pre-edited journals. You can check that particular website. For you type the particular journal name, immediately you will get that the journal is a pre-edited one or genuine one. So these are the website will help you to show the pre-edited journal list. So this is the one you can see there. This is one of the journal, International Journal of Current Research. I have 2 publications in the 2008. So I have 2 publications in the particular journal because as 2008, I don't have any awareness about the pre-edited journals because last 5 to 7 years only the journal world will mainly discuss about the pre-edited journals. Before the 2008, when I started my career in the publication process, I don't have much awareness about the pre-edited journals. So these journal approached me, they sent mail to me, and they publish in within 7 days. They publish my paper. Though I have no awareness, my ultimate aim is I like to publish one paper. I have 2 very good paper. I published the 2 papers in the particular journal. They charge me around 2,000 at that time, 1,800 to 2,000 I think. 2008, 1,500 I think. 2 paper I paid 3,000 rupees. I have 2 very good paper. I published the particular one, the particular journal. But now I feel guilty and ashamed to publish my paper in the particular journal because that time I don't have a very awareness because nobody people teach me about the quality of journal. So now only I have understand that only I feel I have to tell that this type of guest lecture to throw out the India to get the awareness to the people. What type of journals are there? How people misuse your research work? And then how your reputation will spoil by the particular journal. So I have 2 good papers published in the particular journal. Now currently I feel very ashamed and then very guilty to publish my 2 very good papers in the particular journal because 2008 I don't have the awareness. See the website, they have the indexing, upsetting, editorial board, and then current issue, and then they have to put the impact factor, everything. But we have to check this one, all are forged items. So they are the clone people and then they are the forgery people. They are only mainly focused on money mine, but they publish the article in a very colorful one. You see the website, after you get the PDF, the article looking wise very good. They have a very good technical team, but they misuse the scenario. So this is the one, keep in your mind. You see that peer review open access journal, fast publication. They have the fast track. Actually, 7 days they call it fast track publication. So that time 2008, I don't have awareness. And then that time I also published 2 paper. That 2 paper considered my operational in my previous college. But my college also don't know the awareness of the particular one. That's simply they have to publish the paper. But nowadays, as a community people, they have a very good awareness about the pre-edited journals. They have to check your paper. Very cleverly, if people will come to your college for NAC or NBA accreditation, they put your paper in the website. So you have to tell me that this is my website. They have to show the PDF. They copy your title of the paper and they put the website and then they check that both are matching. So nowadays people are very clever. They have to check your paper. You have to tell the IGFTR or whatever that. So they have to keen to that whether the journal is a predatory or a qualified journal. So because that NBA, NAG, everything based on your research work publication. So this is the one on the website, bioxbio.com. People please note the website name, bioxbio.com. So if you have to type the journal in the particular area, if you have to click the search means, if the journal is available in the particular website means, you can say that journal is a good quality or reputed one. If the journal is not available in the particular website means, that journal is a predatory one. Simple, bioxbio.com. You randomly type the particular journal name and the search means it will show the 5 years feedback of the particular journal, 5 years impact factor, who is the editor, who is the production people, everything. The particular website give you the detail about the particular journal. If the journal name is not available in the bioxbio.com means, better you have to stop submit your paper in the particular journal. So this is a very good website. They have to maintain that to detail about the particular qualified journal. Most probably, if the journal is available in SCA means, immediately the bioxbio.com website will show the feedback about the research analysis about the particular journals. So bioxbio.com. The next one, now we enter into the main area, particularly the overview, preparing to write your manuscript. So whatever that, this is the main section for the overview of the publication. So we have to prepare what the type of paper, you have to check the journal selection, ethical guidelines, defining authorship, section of article, or the submission process, peer review process, and then some of the textile and fashion journals are recommended for your reference. First one, preparing to write yourself manuscript. What is the novelty? So first of all, novelty. So whatever the research work, first important parameter is novelty. What is the uniqueness for your research paper? So that only you have to paper may be accepted in the journal. Without novelty, without idea, you randomly choose one area and randomly you have made a research work and then may publish means previously people may publish the research work. So automatically you lost your scope. So whatever that, what is the novelty, what is the message you have to tell the publication world. And then you have to for appropriate reference for that. And then have a read by the others. So your published paper may be attract to the research community. And then don't make it a longer one because people have no time to read your paper. Maximum as a journal point of view, your paper may be 4 to 5 pages. As a Word file, your number of pages may be 11 to 12. As a journal point of view, it may be converted into short list to 3 to 5 pages. So above 5 pages means people very hesitate to read your paper because as a modern world, there is less time to read your paper. If a short and sweet means people may read your paper in a quick manner. So whatever that, invest time in writing well. So rewriting is the best practice. So always rewriting your paper. So before preparing manuscript, you have to focus on this parameter. Next one, you got to choose appropriate co-authors. So with the help of co-authors, somebody may be a statistically sound, somebody may be a language very sound people. So you got to club with your co-author. All my co-author, they have unique strength. Somebody may be a very good research strength. Somebody may be have a analytical analyst strength. Somebody may be a language editor. So whatever that, you have to join with the co-author with the particular area. So next one, choose appropriate journal. As a fresh people, don't name high impact factor and then don't name low impact factor. You have to choose moderate level. So choose appropriate journal. From initially you have to choose moderate level. Don't focus on very low level journals and then high level journals. Then there is no more to journal than impact factor. Don't focus on impact factor. Nowadays impact factor culture is going out journal world. Now the quality of work, the reputed name of the journal. That's only previously IGFDR as impact factor. The IGFDR impact factor is maybe 0.7 or 0.6. But in people will tell that if you tell the IGFDR means they respect you. So whatever the initial impact factor, you can also focus on the quality of the journal. That's one. It is the journal author website. You go before that, you go to the journal's website, author web page. They have the instruction, how the language, how the figure size, what is the figure resolution, what is the font size of the article, heading title, heading may be bold, how you have to mention the author affiliation, everything. So you got to use the correct format. Most of the journals they reject you not maintain the correct format of the journal article. So this is the one. Preparing to manuscript, you got to mainly focus on the following factors. Next one, this is a type of article. You may research article, review article, maybe letters to the journal or comments to the particular article or discussion or conference proceeding. But nowadays mainly focus on the either research article, review articles. People always believe that instead of review articles, mainly they consider for research articles. So keep in your mind. So always focus on instead of review articles, better you got to focus on research articles. So next one, journal selection. You have to choose the specialized journal and then broad interest. So image processing means I like to choose my community, textile community. So I like to specialize journal of textile area. So next one, whether I go to for theoretical or applied. So whether I go to theoretical approach or applied approach. So whatever that you got to decide that. Either I go for full length paper or I have to comment the particular article. So whatever that, mainly we focus on full length paper, and then subscription mainly focus on open access journal. Then only your citation and H index may increase, because if you have a not open access means people has to pay money to download your paper. So that time people hesitate to pay the money. So better you have to publish your paper in a open access journals. And then timeliness of publication process. So better you have to check the journal website. What is the time duration of particular review process? Maybe 2 to 3 months, 3 to 4 months is okay. So you got to check the timeliness. How can we check the timeliness? Means already paper published. You got to check the paper. Inside the paper, they got to mention the paper submitted, accepted, online publication. You go check the paper submitted in the month of June, and then paper published online December. So what is the meaning for that? They submit the paper in July month, and the online they got the December. So 6 months, all the review process completed. Then they publish your paper in the online. So randomly you check the journal website. Inside the article, they have mentioned that whether when the article will submit, they got to mention the month, July 2021, they submit the paper, and the first review completed on revised, they mentioned that August 2021, and then December 2021 they publish online. They will mention that inside the article. So check the article, what is the timeliness of the publication process. The journal reputation, check with the website, and then Google, whatever the social platform, we got to check the reputation of the particular journal. Next one, ethical guidelines is the more important parameter. So coming Sunday, I have to, what are the ethical guidelines you got to follow for your publication. So in Sunday session, maybe deeply discuss about what are the ethical guidelines we got to follow. So whatever that, whether you got to utilize the content of the particular figure or some content from the article, you got to get the official permission from the journal and also author. So you got to use some picture utilized for your research article or thesis writing. So you put some figure. So the figure is more important for your discussion. You get the approval from the particular journal and the approval from the author. So after that only, and also you have to cite the particular authors and the journal. So whatever that, so you got to get the ethical permission for that. So and also you got to declare any conflict of interest. You not copy any content, any table from the previous published article, and then give proper attribution. And then suppose you have to get the funder project in the acknowledgement area, you got to mention that so and so this project is funded by the particular organization, or some of the college they will support you to for research work. You got to mention that acknowledgement area. You got to mention that some college will funded the project or graduate supported our research work. You got to acknowledge the particular one. So whatever that, you got to follow the ethical guidelines. And then types of authorship, we got to decide who is the first author, who is the second author, who is third author. Nowadays, big problem will arise. Many of the people will like to maybe a first author or maybe a whatever that. But whatever that, you got to decide that you may be a first author means most probably credits goes to first author and then corresponding author. Either you may be a first author or corresponding author, but first few persons go for the first author because he is the sole responsible for majority content of the particular article. So whatever that, all the maybe colleges will consider. Example, my previous college in Sona College of Technology, they have to give you award to the staff members. They gave the cash prize of 15,000 for the staff member to have the published in a reputed journal. So if you have first author means they gave the cash award of 15,000. They have to encourage the people to publish a paper in a reputed journals. So my previously Sona College, they regularly appreciate the staff member. They have to allot for cash award to the staff member. They have a very good publication. So if you have first author means you get a 15,000. They may have second author means 9,000. But whatever that, according to in our college, they have separately mentioned that. So appraisal papers, most probably you may be first author or second author or maybe corresponding author. Depends upon other responsibility. You have to choose who is first author, who is second author. After submission, you cannot change the order of the authors. So whatever that, as a research work, maybe guide is the first author or maybe a scholar is the first author. So due to the mutual understanding, we have to decide who is first author, who is second author, and who is third author, who is the corresponding author. So whatever the general point of view, corresponding is the key person for all the data. So he is the sole authority person to submit the journal, the content to the journal. So he is the person from general point of view. Corresponding author is the more important one. Instead of first author, as a general point of view, corresponding author is the main key person for the authorship. So apart from that, you have to mention that affiliation of the your institute. Before publication, there is no mistake in your affiliation, because as affiliation you have to mention your department, your college, and then as NAG, NBA point of view, they have to check that whether the publication under the affiliation of your college. That's only NAF ranking. The college ranking may be calculated. Otherwise, some people will tell that they submit the journal. After some time, they relieve the college and they join new college. They have to change the affiliation. Normally, journal they won't agree that you not change your affiliation. But due to commitment, you have to change the affiliation. But you have to get a proper approval from the journal editor. Then you have to change the affiliation. Otherwise, normally, as a journal, they won't change the affiliation of the particular, because that time you are working in the particular college, they believe that their research works belong to the particular college. So this is the one. So whatever the after submit the person, all other you will get a email from the particular journal. The particular co-author, they submit the journal. So all the journal, they send the email to each individual author to have any conflict on the particular means. You have to intimate the journal. Someone please mute yourself. Next one is citation. So whatever that you have to get the picture or figure table from someone means you have to properly cite the particular one. Next one is acknowledgement. So proper we have to make acknowledgement. You mention that the particular project is funded by some of the organization, or the college will help you for some, right? So you have to acknowledge area. You have to clearly mention thank to the particular management or funded organization, whatever that. Next one, a section of article. Your article may be a short and sweet. That only you have to attract the people. Example, you see the title may be a good one, short and sweet. Thermal comfort properties of bamboo knitted fabric. See the next one title, a unique novel thermal comfort properties of bamboo fabric. People always believe that they have to see the short and sweet title. Instead of that, you have a very good language skill, but you have a very complex to create an article. Means people hesitate to say what is novelty. Always people criticize your work. So if the title may be short and sweet, catchy, means people may admire your article and they may have to read your article. Otherwise, some of the people, they will hesitate to see your article, because what knowledge you are having. I am very well versed in the area. He mentioned the title unique. What unique? They may criticize your paper. So whatever that, your title may be a short and sweet. Next one, abstract area. So in the abstract area, there are 4 headings you have to discuss that. First one, what is the problem you have to observe for your research work, and then methodology area, what methodology you have to cope up the particular research work, and then what is the finding and conclusion, and what is the research impact and effect impact. So these are the 4 heading content may be available in the abstract area. So abstract area, you have to write the abstract area means you have to think that problem objective, methodology, and the finding and conclusion, and the research effect and impact. So these are the 4 heading in your mind. So your content may be right. Someone please mute. So as abstract point of view, this is the 4 heading is important. Someone please mute yourself. Okay. And then you have to always focus on the journal style guide, because as journal style, they have to mention that the abstract length is maybe 250 words, 300 words. So according to your abstract, maybe 250 words or 300 words, you got to decide for that. Next one, keywords. So you always focus on keywords is the main criteria for the journal selection. So according to the keywords, they will send your article to the reviewers. So keywords is the more important. So according to your research work, you have to choose your carefully to choose your keywords. According to your keywords only, they will send your article to the reviewers.
Your voice is breaking, sir.
Okay, now it's okay?
Sir, your voice is breaking.
Okay, one second. Now it's okay? Hello? Now my voice is audible one? Hello?
Audible.
Sir, your voice is very good, sir.
Okay.
They have a problem. You have no problem, sir.
Okay,
You please
okay.
continue.
Thank you.
Please continue, sir.
Okay, thank you. Then keywords is more.
वयोम जी आप अपना कैमरा ऑफ कीजिए. वयोम जी, हेलो. वयोम जी.
Okay. Okay, whatever the keywords is more important, because as a keywords, they have to recommend your paper to the reviewers. So whatever that keywords is more related to research work. So randomly not choose the keyword, because more concentrate on choose your keywords. Next one, section of article. First one, introduction. In the introduction part, you have to problem to be addressed, and then what is the background of literature review, and then what is the new developments and principal research, and then what is the research purpose and methods. So these are the 4 heading if you have to write the introduction part. So this is the 4 heading that content may be present in the introduction section. So coming Sunday, I will tell you that how we have to focus on introduction section, how to we have to write the introduction section. So I will deeply discuss on coming Sunday how we have to write the introduction section, what are the parameter we got to look up in the introduction section. So this is the 4 headings, more important parameter for the introduction section. And the main body of paper maybe is a result discussion, problem, theory and experience, results, and then figures and multimedia. So whatever that, any figure, you may be a bar chart or maybe line chart, whatever the pie chart. So according to your convenient, you have to use for the particular figures for your result discussion area. And the discussion as a result of a large content. So if you have to write a paper, your paper may be a 10 pages, means out of 10 pages, 8 pages you have to allot it for result discussion, because main people they not read your introduction section or material methods, they only focus on our result discussion. So whatever that main content, if you have the article is 5,000 words, means around 3,500 words mainly focus on that result discussion. So mainly if you have the article pages 5 or 6 pages, means 4 pages may be allotted for result discussion. So that is the only key parameter. That's only people may be utilize. They may see your article in the particular result discussion. So whatever that, and then also you have to comparison with other related research work from your current, and then what is the significance. So everything in the discussion area, and then conclusion, you have to summary what you find out. So there is no information. So you have to tell that what you will find out. So at the statement of specific conclusion, you will tell the exact conclusion. Don't tell the vague conclusion. So you have to tell me the what you have to exact find out. So statement of specific conclusion, and then you have to recommend that future consideration. That's only people may be extend your work. Automatically your H index citation may improve. So in conclusion part, you give some recommendation, means if I have look out your paper, my research area is in your area, means I like to expand your research work. Automatically, I like cited your paper, automatically your citation, your H index may increase. So whatever that, another advantage that we have always suggest some future works also. Whether we are doing our future work or we have suggestion. So we have to check that suggestion means definitely our H index, citation index may be improved. Next one, as a section of articles, reference area. So I think tomorrow section I will deeply discuss about the how we have to the reference section, because headache is reference section. Each journal having different reference style. So if you have to submit on paper and then after the rejection, or maybe you have submitted next journal, means all the pattern article structure pattern is different, particularly for reference section, particularly for thesis writing, biggest headache, because we have to cite around 200-300 articles for our thesis writing. But this is the software, within a second we have to format the reference, because most headache part is reference. There is no use of reference, but as per journal policy, thesis policy, we have to write the reference. But this is the software will helpful, within a second you can getting a reference style of the particular journal. So tomorrow section I will deeply discuss about how the reference style of particular website will helpful for our article reference and also thesis reference. Next one, appendix, whatever the acknowledgement area. Sometimes you have to submit your testing report. Some of the reviewer, they may ask that you have to submit the testing report of particular research work. So you may submit the standard research report from some other organization, or you may submit your getting from some reporter lab. So lab testing report you have to attach a supplement material. It will helpful for assist to our publication. So next one, acknowledgement. So what are the financial support or technical assistance people we got in the acknowledgement area? We have to thank the particular person, college, or particular funded organization, whatever that. The next one, writing your paper in English. So this is the biggest task. Many people we feel that we are very less communication. Don't worry about that. There are many softwares are there. They are easy to check your grammatically softwares are there. They are help to fine tune your article for grammatically without mistake. So that software is very helpful. So apart from that, as a written part of you, we need only the knowledge of either present tense or past tense. There's no need of very good knowledge. Most probably we are very comfortable for to write language in either present tense or past tense. So this is the one you can see there as abstract, literature review, methodology, and then results. These are the 4 sections. You only focus on past tense. Whether you're writing the article, you have a very good knowledge of majority of people. We have a very good knowledge of present and past tense. So if you have to write the particular content, abstract, and the literature review, methodology, and then result means you always write in the past tense. Instead of introduction, discussion, conclusion, you always look at the present tense. So there is two tenses enough: present tense, past tense and present tense. There is no need of very good knowledge. So we always most of the people very comfortable to write the language in either present tense or past tense. So keep in your mind, this tense is enough to write a article without grammatical error. Otherwise, you have any grammatical error means you got to utilize the particular software. This is one of the software. Many softwares are also there. The Ginger website, everything, and the Word file also. We got to collaborate with the language editor software. So many softwares are there. Before submission of paper, you got to submit the paper in the particular language editing software. The language editing software, sometimes maybe paid one, unpaid one. They will suggest that where is the grammatical mistake inside the article. So after that, you got to fine tune your article. This is the one. So there is no worry about language correction. So after that, before submission, you got to focus on Turnitin website. Turnitin website is the similarity direction, plagiarism. So coming Sunday, I will deeply discuss about how the plagiarism, what are the types of plagiarisms are there, how we have to rectify the plagiarism. Most probably, as a university policy, your plagiarism may be below 10%. Otherwise, they will reject your thesis or reject your paper. Journal world, sometimes they will be below 20 or sometimes maybe 10%. As a thesis point of view, your plagiarism may be at 10%. This is the best software. This is a paid one. So from your college or university, they will provide you check the plagiarism. So before submission your paper, you got to check the plagiarism for the one. So coming Sunday session, I will deeply discuss about how the plagiarism, how we have to rectify the particular plagiarism one. This is a submission process. Many people having the awareness about the submission process, because as the editorial process, each journal having separate website, they have the submission process. This is one of the example. You see that Journal of Textile Institute, they have the editorialmanager.com. This is the personal website of Journal of Textile Institute. And then this is the, you have to create your own username and password. So this is the normal pattern. And then you got to go submit your paper, either research paper, review paper, technical note, or correspondence, whatever that, you got to choose. And then you have to submit your paper, manuscript, anonymous, without author details, table, figure, separately. So according each journal having different strategy, different submission process. So you have to go through this one. Your user, most of the submission process is user friendly, so easy to submit your paper. And this is the one required keywords also you got to submit that. Regarding the keywords, they got to recommend the reviewers. And this is the one classification. So which classification, which area your paper has to scope of your research work. So you have to check, add your classification area. And then you have to, sometimes journal maybe ask the reviewers. Most probably you have to recommend the reviewer, but they are not the surety. They have to send the article to the particular review. They have to send their own reviewer setup. But anyway, they may ask the reviewer. If it ask means you have to suggest the reviewer, but there is no connection between yourself and the reviewers. So this is the ethic you have to follow for that. So you have to suggest 3 to 4 names of the research people, those who are working in your research area. And then funding pages. If you have need the funder page, means you have to add the funding, everything. And then you have to pay the accept to page charge, means you have to give the acceptance to the public agent charges, everything. And after that, you have to get the acknowledgement message from journal. Your paper is submission. Next, you go for review process. So review process, after review, you may give you 4 type of message. Either accept this, required for further revision, or refer to other journal, or rejected. So this is the 4 parameter normally they have to suggest that. But this is the one. So according to the 4.1, you have to decide that either rejected means you have to submit some other journal, or you have to revise the comment. So this is the 4 parameter. After peer review, you will get it. And then after rejection is, don't worry about that. You have to wait, put your desk after 1 week. Again, take the manuscript and then revise the manuscript. And then again, you have to fine tune the manuscript and submit to some other journal. So don't worry about that. They are the people will help you to fine tune your article for a peer review process. And the next one is the open access. Whether you go for gold open access or green open access depends upon your choice. So you have financial well means you go for golden access. If you have not submit publication fees means you go for green access. Normally, journal world you call as golden open access or green open access. So after publish your work, you have to promote your work, because then that's only your H index and then the citation index improve. So after publication, the journal copyright rules. Some of the journal they agree you put only the abstract. Some of the journal they will give the free soft copy of the article. You have to put your own personal website. So this is the platform you got to promote your article. That only your H index and then your site index may be increase. So these are the some of the journals for our textile field. So you can see that this is the fiber and textile news. So these are the SCA journals. So these are the some of the SCA journals. I published the articles in the particular journals. So I gave the PowerPoint to Kavita Chaudhary madam. Definitely, ma'am will share the particular PowerPoints to all of you. So you can go through that because timing is very short. So this is one of the website. You can see he is my student, Dr. Athanamurthy. He is from Associate Professor of PHA College of Technology. So he developed one website. In the particular website, all the textile journals are available. So you can utilize the particular platform and see what are the journals available in the textile and the fashion area. So this is the particular website. Please note it that. And then final thought, be patient. So whatever the best writing comes from rewriting. So always rewriting your pattern. So whatever that, my final recommendation is research is a fun. Publish or flash is the game really. So whatever everybody having a sweat. So there is no person that's perfect. So always learn from your mistake. So whatever the be thankful to the reviewer. They have to fine tune paper. They stick to some place and evaluate your paper. And they give a valid comment for your paper. So you have to satisfy the paper means definitely they may accept your paper. So my final recommendation is keep on focus on review. So final step, celebrate publication of your paper. This is the 5 to 10 minutes happiness. Then you have to move to next paper. So this is the whatever the publication point. There is no end. So only after hear the news, your paper is accepted. There is 2 to 3 minutes happiness. The next target will come. You go on to move on next paper. So this is the one. This is my contact details. Please note further my contact details. If anybody need personal means, you can contact me. Now is session for open for all of you. You can ask question for another 5 to 10 minutes.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, tell me, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Please.
Sir, your session is very, very impressive, sir. Good information.
Thank you, sir.
And you have done the Kentucky excellent and fabulous information, sir. And please send the PPT towards us. Then we can search the more and more paper from the inspiration. We'll take the more inspiration from you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank
Yes.
you.
Sir, my question, sir, this is right, sir. We have to invest for one paper 9,000 rupees or minimum 5,000 rupees, right?
No, sir. My suggestion is, sir, better you not go for the paid journals because due to the commitment, I understand that you have to pay the money for the journal. My personal suggestion is without unpaid journal means more. My suggestion is only for my suggestion. Basically, I am not recommending to paid journals because there are huge number of unpaid journals out there. You have to find out the right journals for your right work.
Okay.
So my suggestion is always focus on unpaid journals because money is more important for that. Instead of money, if you have to pay the unpaid journal means simply people that you have to pay the money, then you have to get the acceptance. They simply will tell that. I mean, people are always ready to criticize our paper. They will tell that they pay the money. That's only your paper is accepted. But sometimes your paper is very qualified one. We are very struggled to publish the paper. At the same time, we have to pay the money. But the pay the money is the main criteria. People will criticize you. So my suggestion is better to avoid paid journals.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, please send PPT, sir. Please.
Yes, sir. I already sent to Kavita Chaudhary madam. Definitely, she will share into your WhatsApp group. No issues, sir. Otherwise,
yes, sir.
Please note my email ID. If you have send me personal email means definitely I will send my PPT. And
yes,
then
sir.
Tomorrow session and then Sunday session is more important. Please attend the Sunday session. You can clearly get the idea about the publication progress.
Yes, sir. You are most inspired person for us, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yes,
It was a very good presentation, sir. Very nice, informative, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, I have one query, sir.
Yes, sir. Tell me, sir.
Actually, we are getting few mails from journals stating that their impact factor is 5 and above. Maybe how to trust upon them, sir? Because the well-known journals in the field like AICTE, Journal of Natural Fibers,
Yes, sir.
they are having impact only in the range of 1 to 2, but some journals we are getting in mail.
Yes, sir. Coming Sunday,
their impact factor is more than 5 on how to trust them.
Thanks, sir. Coming Sunday session, I will clearly detail how to check the genuineness of the particular journal. So the tips and tricks of the journal publication, Sunday morning session, I will deeply discuss how to find out the particular journal. So that session is more helpful because I will show video clippings how we have to check the quality of the journal. So maybe Sunday session more helpful you understand about how to check the genuineness of the journal. So please request I request you attend the Sunday session, because that Sunday session I deeply discuss plagiarism, and then how to look at how to read the paper, how to focus on how to find out the good journals, reputed journals. So that three main criteria mainly focus on Sunday session. So that session you will clearly get the idea about how to find the journals.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Sir, namaste, sir. Can I speak?
Yes.
Dr. Satyesh Shwar from Bangalore, sir.
Yes,
I recently published an article in Sambodhi Journal.
Okay, sir.
I just checked with that bioxbox.com.
Okay, sir.
But I am not able to find it out, sir. Like, can you please tell me how to find it on bioxbox.com?
Sir,
Sir, I'm facing similar problems, sir.
Yes, sir. Suppose the search area, you can type the journal name. Search means if anything not come means that journal is not qualified one. As per bioxbio website.com, they mentioned that if the journal is not come the website means that journal is not a reputed one. Sometimes some mishappen also there, but majority journals, if in the particular website it's not come means better you have to submit the paper in the particular journal. Maybe future they may remove from the list. So that's only the bioxbio.com. They have a prediction like that.
Okay, but in that UGC list, sir, cloned and non-cloned journal, there are two different names. It is coming actually in the same name.
Yes, same one. Coming Sunday, I will tell
ISSN
you that
number also same thing.
Yes, sir. Coming Sunday, I will tell you clearly. Show the video how we have to identify the clone journal, non-clone journals. So
Yes, sir.
Sunday
Okay,
is more helpful. You understand the particular concept.
Yes, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yes,
Hello.
Thanks.
Sir, on behalf of every participant in this session, I thank you for this, insightful presentation and the session. We have, gained a lot of knowledge. And as you have always said, that failure is the kickstart of a success. And, by giving your own examples, you have rightly, told us, and it will encourage us to write more and more paper. So thank you very much, sir. Thank you for this wonderful session.
Yes, ma'am. Audience, you have.
Ma'am, can we leave the call, ma'am?
Yes, sir, you can leave the call, and next session we are starting in next 5 minutes.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
No.
Thank
Same
you.
link, sir. Different link.
Yes, sir. Please use same link. It's going to be whole day.
Link will be same. Link.
Yeah.
ठीक है.
Hello, admin. Sir, is it at a compulsory